Yo, what is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be doing a flash party tier list. Now, this is a tier list, obviously, before the new update is going to be coming in December 3rd. I think that I am also going to make a prediction tier list for whatever I think is going to be the actual tier list after the patch drops. But as for right now, this is going to be a tier list on how the game currently is before the patch. I am a little tired. I just worked a 12-hour shift yesterday and an 11-hour shift today. So anything that I might say that might sound stupid, or if I put any character out of a stupid position, let's just blame it on that and not my lack of skill at the game. So let's go ahead and get into this tier list. Alrighty, I don't want this to be the longest video of all time because I don't really feel like taking all day to edit this, because I'm going to edit it the night of recording. Like I said, I'm tired. I just got off an 11-hour shift, but I felt like doing this. So we're just going to try to go through this as like quick as we can, but obviously I'll point out some key details on why I have characters in certain tiers and, so on and so forth. So we're just going to go down the list, and I'm going to place everybody where I believe that they go and give a brief explanation, like something really quick on why I think they should go there. Starting it off with Civvy. Personally, I think Civvy is an A tier character. I don't think he's an S. I would kind of rate the S tier characters as maybe like top 5 or top 6 or 7. I didn't mean to do that actually, but I don't think Civvy is up there because he is beatable. He's pretty edge guardable, especially if your character has a counter, but everybody knows that his combo game is absolutely insane, especially when he is in the right hands. And once he gets that one up tilt or that one down tilt or the grab, you might just lose your stock. And obviously characters like that are always really good, but they do have weaknesses normally off stage when it comes to stuff like that. But Civvy is pretty strong. I won't lie, he's a very strong character. Especially in the right hands. Tina, on the other hand, a little bit too strong in my opinion. I think this character needs a nerf, a pretty bad nerf. Like, she is a little crazy. Obviously, we all know and we all hate up tilt. The up tilt like sequences that you can do with this character are absolutely insane. Some characters genuinely just can't get out of it. I know Sandy's one of those characters. I think Macalon might be one of those characters, obviously because of his like size and weight and shit like that. The fact that this character can literally up tilt chain you at damn near any percent pretty much and lead into a kill off of almost any touch, especially with aerial pursuit, makes this character absolutely insane. Her buttons are literally, like, all of them are pretty much safe on shield. All of her aerials, at least, maybe except down air. Like, some characters can punish down air out of shield, but most of her buttons, if not, like I said, all of them are pretty much safe on shield. And her combo game is literally unreal. She's one of the saucier characters in the game too, of course, but her buttons are just insane. Her neutral is really good. She has pretty tricky recovery. Some characters are not really that good at trying to, gimp her or edge guard her off stage. And she is one of the only characters, I think she might be the only character to my knowledge, that can actually go under the stage and go around the other side, kind of like Sonic or like Mega Man, characters like that. So Tina's an easy S tier. Sophia, my true heart main. I think this character is insanely good, and she is pretty much the most fundamental character in the game, I believe. I don't know if I want to give her S tier. I don't really think that she is, but I think she is so good. She might be the best character in A tier. Obviously, one thing about Sophia, her neutral is really good. Turn around, up tilt, like just run up, turn around, up tilt is pretty much safe on shield, and it's a pretty good mix up to do instead of, just like running in, wave landing, wave dashing, and crouch dashing and stuff like that. Andy does turn around, up tilt on my shield a lot whenever we play, and I really just don't know what to do about it. I don't know if Sophia has like a punish for it. If she does, I might just not be good enough to understand what it is, but obviously she is very good with juggling. Once she takes your jump and then you're getting farmed by up airs after up airs after up airs, it is really easy for her to not let you touch the ground. And the thing about her is obviously her ultimate is insanely good. That shit kills damn near every character at like 70. If you're smart and are good at hitting your down angled moves, you're pretty much gonna have that ultimate every single stock. What I personally like to do more is do back throw into down air at low percentages, maybe like 0 through 50. Normally down air will always hit, and that will get me a free charge on the down angled moves. And then obviously hitting forward moves like side angle moves and up airs are the easiest thing on the planet. So like I said, you'll pretty much generally always have her ultimate ready at least once per stock, if not maybe once or 2 or 3 times a game. Like it's pretty easy to charge up. But her neutral is really good. Her edge guarding is really good. She has pretty good kill percentage and kill combos. You really have to know how to DI. Most of the time you will just DI out of like everything if you want to get away from her combos. But back throw at ledge into neutral B, a lot of people DI in on back throw at ledge. I don't really have any idea why, but it is the easiest way to get the neutral B confirmed, and sometimes you can still get it with DI out. So it's super good. I would say Sophia is probably going to be the top of A tier. Cupid is one of those characters that I really do enjoy to watch, and the main reason that is because he's always been kind of bad. And when I say kind of, I mean he's like never been good. He does have a little bit of tricks up his sleeve, but I don't think he's good enough for me to put like higher than C tier, and that's with Megas piloting him too. Megas is probably the best Cupid right now, if not him or Ensign, but I don't really see Ensign play the game that much. But Cupid is I think he has potential to be a really good character, but we obviously do not see enough Cupid. So as of right now, I'm just gonna throw him in C tier because I just don't think he is good enough to compete with the cast that is upwards in the tiers, or high tier and like S tier, A tier and S tier. I don't think he's good enough to compete with them constantly. One, because he is so light, and two, because he doesn't really have the easiest time killing. I won't say his back throw is good, and it's also getting a buff. And forward throw into up B whenever he has it charged is easy kill confirm, or up air, or whatever you might choose to do. But Cupid's mainly a gimmick character. Like if you just don't know how to fight him, then he will run over you, like, for sure. So I'm just gonna leave him in C tier. Macalon is let me put you in front of Tina. Yeah, he is, most people would say either top 1 or top 2. I will get to top 1 eventually, of course, but yeah, Macalon is an insane character. Earthshaker is such a good sticker. If he reads your air dodge off stage and side Bs you just die at whatever percent he feels like killing you at. He is probably the easiest character to stall out with. Maybe not the easiest, but he's an easy character to time people out with and stall with. I don't really see Macalon use that much. Like, SNES doesn't use Macalon anymore. Well, not as much as he used to, obviously. Smog is really good. Smog beat the shit out of me in bracket. I mean, that character's actually got some shit. Like, his buttons are not bad. His forward air is insanely good. It's very spammable. Down tilt is really good for ledge trapping, or for edge guarding, like two framing. His dare, obviously, like the best down air in the damn game. I swear it is. Like, you cannot make it back to ledge whenever this character is using down air. Like, and that goes for damn near every character in the game trying to make it back to ledge. Like, it is just so good. But obviously, yeah, once he touches you with Earthshaker, or gets like, he gets you grounded, you're probably eating another 25 to 40%. Like, genuinely, he touches you with one part of fire, you are taking 20%. And that's not to mention that he can re-ground you or re-bury you after using Earthshaker. With, like, I don't know how you do it. There's a specific timing that you can like re-bury people after down tilt. I don't know. Smog was trying to do it on me a lot in the tournament, and I think he actually did end up getting me with it once, but the fact that it's a thing is actually kind of insane. But yeah, Macalon, easy S tier. There's not really much to question there. Mr. 5. Now, Mr. 5, I don't know if people are rating this character as an S tier character or not. I don't know if I'm going to rate him as an S tier character. I'll have to finish the tier list and see where I'm going to put him. But if he is not S tier, he might actually be at the top of A over Sophia for sure. This character is absolutely insane. And I'm not even really talking about with Plasma Fog. Plasma Fog is obviously, it's a sticker. It is a sticker for sure. But this character's buttons are insane. The fact that he can pretty much recover from damn near any percent with the techable C4 shit is obviously really good. It kind of makes him avoid a lot of ledge trapping and edge guarding. Yeah, his buttons are insanely good. His ground game is insanely good. His aerials are insanely good. And obviously AI terminal, him being able to control where you're gonna go off stage and make you waste your own resources just to get hit by it anyways and lead into a F smash or a dash attack or a side B is just kind of insane. So he has some of the best edge guarding in the game, but I'm definitely gonna put him up at the top of A, if not maybe at the bottom of S. I think this character is insanely cracked. Chili is one of those characters that I'm really not too sure about. Like, Lily was piloting this character for a while, and even then, I still didn't think this character was that good. Japan seems to think this character is like insanely cracked out of their mind, and I don't really understand it. And hopefully there's something that I'm just not knowing about, and you guys can tell me in the comments. But there's just something about Chili. One, she's boring as hell to me. She is one of the most boring characters in the game, but I don't know. I'm just missing something. She does not seem that broken to me. I'm gonna put her in B tier. I'm probably wrong on this, like I said, but I don't know. I don't see the hype in this character. Like, she has okay buttons, like her back air is good, Leaf Blade, like her being able to hit her bush and it, sending out 5 projectiles is really good. Like, that's good. It keeps you at bay. Rust is so avoidable though. Like, Rust is really avoidable. The only person I've seen use the sticker where Rust like comes out of the bush and like sits on you is, I think, Freak or Flea, one of those. I can't remember who it was I was reacting to, but I feel like that shit's also kind of pointless. Like, it just doesn't really do anything. But Rust is just so avoidable, and Grandma, I feel like she's just always been ass. Her Nair is okay, but I don't know, man. I feel like Chili is just such an overrated character, but I have no idea. I could be insanely wrong. Whatever. I'm gonna put her in B. This is a personal opinionated tier list, so I'm just gonna throw her in B for how how I feel about her. Alice. I think Alice is low-key the most slept-on character in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that is no pun intended because she's like a sleepy character, like, you know, a little sleepy kid. I think this character has potential. It just has not been broken yet. Even by Lily. Like, Lily was piloting this character and she was making runs with this character. But I still don't think this character's potential is broken yet. The Ghost Pepper cake sticker isn't really all that. It does allow her to be able to get her big cake out faster, which I think that's really good. The Ghost Pepper cake is okay, but the problem with it is like people aren't gonna run into the cake often, so you really would only use that sticker to make yourself easier to get the bigger cake, you know, which I think is very important because Alice she just becomes cracked as hell whenever she's big. There are downsides to that. Obviously, you have a way bigger hurt box, so you are easier to hit and combo and stuff like that, but you also maximize your kill potential at like 80% from a side B to forward throw, or side B to forward air. So, you know, there are things that this character has that I think are broken, but I don't see a lot of people playing this character, and I really think that's sad because I think she's fun. I really think she's fun. I was running some games with Intruders and I was playing Alice, man, and she is actually just a fun character. I like characters that are able to get like really good things off of their tech chases, and Alice is one of those, and she's really good at punishing your landing and your like options. She's good at baiting you. Bubbles are good. Her neutral B is also good. I don't know about the infinite bubble thing. It's kind of cheesy. It is pretty good, I will say. Her side B, like the options that you can get from the side B, she also has pretty good damage with her combos and stuff. I think Alice is a slept on character. Me personally, I am throwing Alice in A tier because I think she has a lot of potential. And that's not to say I'm throwing her in A tier because she has potential. I'm throwing her in A tier because I think she's actually that good and has potential to be S tier. Alrighty, y'all. And moving on into LAN. I just don't know if there's much that I have to say, man. I really don't know if there's much that I have to say. The character has insane buttons, can kill you at 0, depending on the stage, I guess. He has Windblade. He has Windblade. And he has Windblade. In all seriousness, I've always thought Lan was a good character. Obviously, after that nerf that they did to his like up tilt and all those other things, he did get a lot worse, and then they buffed him with the Windblade stuff. But I think Lan has always been a really good character, aside from, like I said, that one patch. But as of right now, he is literally just running the game. He is running the game. There are players that I have fought that are literally not good at the game. I am sorry. And they can use Lan Windblade and still find a way to take a stock off of my Sophia. And like I said, they're not good players. They're not good players at all. With that being said, the fact that Windblade is this stupid and literally you can kind of just press the button and let it do its own thing and it can edge guard you and take your stocks with absolute stupidity. Lan is a broken character, and I still have full belief to believe he is #1 in the game. Obviously, there are smarter players and better players that can give you many reasons on why he is the best character in the game. Those reasons enough are for me to put him in S tier, and I don't really have anything else to say about it, and I don't care what anybody else has to say about it unless you're agreeing with me because he's in S tier, and we all know that he's in S tier, probably top 1. So now Derek is an interesting one. I just watched Pete's tournament. I don't remember which laundromat that it was, but he ended up actually losing to Megas in that tournament. As you know, Pete was playing Derek. The best Derek pretty much has always been the best Derek. I think Derek might be the second most slept on. Actually, I can't even say that he's slept on because Pete has made this character literally do everything, and there's probably an infinite amount of things that we don't know about yet that Pete is going to discover. I'm gonna keep talking about him, but he is an easy S tier character. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you are fighting against Pete, there are so many things that this man is doing. You just like don't know what to do. He has the roll whenever he like touches it right before he's about to touch the ground, makes him have some of the craziest movement in the game, some of the best recovery, but low-key he is not supposed to. He just has such tricky recovery, and it is really hard to edge guard this guy. And once you go out there, you're probably gonna get reversaled and lose your damn stock. He has up B off stage, which can pull you kind of like Byleth. You might just lose your stock. I watched Invis lose a stock to him off of that and ended up losing the entire set because of it pretty much. Grenade is obviously really good whenever you know how to use it and like hit it to make your character or make your opponent have to force themselves away from it, or just, you know, force it off stage and kind of like just get interrupted by something they didn't expect. Bullets are obviously a different story. 4 bullets in the chamber, quick reload makes it insane because you can pretty much throw those bullets whenever you want. There's not really a huge risk of being punished for it because the last shot is just, we all know about the last shot. That shit is so broken. Can kill you at 30% if he hits you off stage. Back throw, enhanced back throw is super good. Enhanced forward throw can kill you if you know you have 1 bullet left. Can kill you at probably, or I'd say around maybe like 70 to 80%. After that, I don't know if it's like as true. And then you have down tilt. Why does Derek have the best down tilt in the game? And why is it so plus on whiff? Why, when he throws that move out, you can't do anything except, guess what? get hit by the next one. And if you don't get hit by the next one, he turns around and does another one just for the hell of it. And you'll probably get hit by that one. This character is S tier as hell. He is top 5 for sure. I don't care. He might not be number 4. He's definitely number 5, but he is top 5. I don't care. Alrighty, moving on into Sia or Saya. Like I said in my other video, I don't know how you actually say her name, but I'm just always going to call her Sia. She is one of those characters that definitely fell off for me. I don't see many players play this character at all. When I play her, she's very boring. She's always been down tilt the character, but they did have to nerf her down tilt because of how good it was. They did have to nerf her down tilt because of how good it was, of course, but now she's just really boring to me. She doesn't have any sauce like at all. Now that she has that sticker where you can like hold block and hold up and like give her passive charged thing, that does make her a lot better because she can edge guard with down B, and it is super good. Can kill you at like 80, 70 or 80%, I would say, depending on the character, of course. But that's like one of the only cool things that she has, is being able to charge up her like passive now. Aside from that, I think she's a really boring character. I think she is fundamental. I think she's a very fundamental heavy character, even though she, you know, like I said, she spams down tilt a lot. Her nair is okay. Her forward air is really good. Her back air, I don't really think it's that good, but they decided to nerf it. I really have no idea why, but I don't think she's all that crazy. I think she's probably a B tier character. Like now, I don't think she's really anything to kind of like worry about. I'm sure there are players out there that are probably gonna, you know, prove me wrong with that if I ever run into them. Like they're probably insanely good with the character, but I personally just don't think she's all that anymore. So I'm just gonna throw her in B tier. All right, Yuri. I don't really need to say too much about Yuri, but I am 100% gonna throw her in A tier. I think she's better than Alice for sure. Rapid Wind, I think, is the name of the sticker that makes her like the fastest character in the game, and it's not even close. I think that sticker is funny, and I think it's good. I don't know how optimal it is though, because you know the animus, the 4th animus is really good, and then the one that makes her orbs drop is really good, and also her counter is really good. So I don't know if Rapid Wind is that good for her to run like optimally, but I think Yuri as a character is really solid. Her up tilt's really good. Obviously her up air is insanely good. Her back air, one of the best back airs in the game. Her down tilt is super good for ledge trapping. Her down air is also really good. Side B, golly, we don't need to talk about side B. And once again, her counter is also really good as well. It shuts down a lot of recoveries in the game. So I think Yuri's really solid of a character. So I'm just gonna throw her in A tier. All right, S17, my other soul main. S17 was my first main actually, and after her neutral B got nerfed, I kind of got bored of her. Not to say that I was carried or anything by her neutral B. I just kind of didn't. I wanted to experiment more as her neutral B got nerfed. So I started kind of branching into more characters. I still think S17 is a decent character, but I don't think she's like insanely good anymore. I think she still has some cheese with side B. I think side B is effing broken as hell, especially, you know, when you have chainsaw. That's really what I'm talking about whenever she has chainsaw. I think she's an A tier character. I think she's better than Alice. I wouldn't say that she's better than Yuri or any other characters above her, but I think she's still a pretty good pick. Like she's definitely a good pick to run like in ranked, especially if players don't know how to deal with side B or are not ready for it, because she can get kills really early and it racks up 20% every single time you get hit by it. Neutral B is still really good, and it does lead into confirmed. Neutral B into dash attack is still true, and I don't personally use the one where you can angle her moves and stuff like her F smash, but I think nair into F smash is a thing. I don't really see that often because I don't really see many S17s. I think the only 2 that I know are Invis and Aza. You know, I still think S17 is a pretty solid character. So alrighty, Miko. Miko is one of those characters, man. The only thing that is redeeming about Miko at all is his neutral B, super stomach. Everything else is mid as hell. Obviously jab is really good, but that up B sticker, fancy ski, I believe is the name of it, does help him a lot. Like it helps him greater than any other sticker could possibly help him, because his recovery without it is absolutely abysmal. With that being said, obviously I don't think Miko is still that good of a character. I'm gonna throw him in C. I think he's better than Cupid as of right now, because a lot of people don't, like I said, use Cupid, but Miko, I've seen more Mikos run around than I have Cupid for sure. And Miko can be a hard character to fight. I don't think he's broken enough to be anything higher than C tier. Maybe I'll actually put him at low B. I don't think he's on the same level as Cupid. I think he's better than him. He might be at the end of B though, I would say. Heracles. As of right now, Heracles I think is insanely good. Now, Planetary Ring is going to get nerfed. We have already seen that in the patch notes, but even then, the reason that I think this character is a lot better than what just Planetary Ring makes him is because Megas won the tournament and he only got the up B into down air maybe like 4 or 5 times throughout the entire bracket that I've seen, at least. I don't know how many times he hit it in the matches that I didn't watch, but the character is actually good without it. Fury is obviously one of the best moves in the entire game, like best passive in the game, I believe. Leads into a lot. Obviously can lead into his up B, can kill you at 0. Up tilt, one of the best up tilts in the game. You can spam that shit. It does. I'm pretty sure it has fixed knockback too. So you up tilt somebody at 200%, I think they're going to get sit in the exact same angle. And guess what it will lead into? An up air. Up air, forward air is really good. His back air is also really good as well. It's just super slow. And obviously neutral B kind of gives you some things to play around. You don't always have to go in on it or jump, but most of the time Heracles is going to want you to jump over the neutral B, and that gives him a free forward air. So a little bit of easy damage, but up tilt is what makes this character absolutely insane. He also has jab combo. So if you do the jab, cancel the 1-2, and then you can up tilt, you can down tilt, you can forward air. This character is actually kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of good. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. I actually do think he's a little bit better than Sophia as of right now. I don't think he's better than 5, but I do think he is insanely good. I don't think he's up there in the S tier just yet though. There's one character, obviously, I'm sure you guys all know about, that's going up in S tier, but I think Heracles is definitely up there in A. Sandy has always been one of those weird characters for me. I always used to think he was S tier, but the thing about Sandy is obviously he is the touch of death character. Like he literally can kill you off of any touch, damn near any touch. I won't say he can kill you off of every touch, but he can kill you off almost every touch. If you are good enough with this character and have the execution to be able to read DI and just execute the combos, you can be a demon with this character. Obviously Andy, probably the best player in the damn game at this point. Like he pilots this character and we all just know we hate fighting against Andy Sandy. It's not fun. With that being said though, I don't think that he is an S tier character. I think he has a lot of weaknesses. One of those being if he does, obviously his recovery is very, very choreographed. He is probably going to side B if he is aligned with the ledge. Most of the time they're going to side B. If he goes below that, then if your character has a counter, you can obviously just drop off the stage and up B him. Do the reverse up B like with Sophia. It's just going to send him off stage. He doesn't have a jump anymore. He's not making it back. You can also do the same for side B as well. If your character has a disjoint, you can pretty much just keep hitting him off stage. Like it's not that difficult to edge guard Sandy. But like I said, once he gets that touch, you are pretty much risking your damn life if you don't DI right or if the Sandy player does not mess up. So with that being said, I also think Sandy is an A tier character, but he definitely has to be piloted by the right players because I've played some Sandys that don't know what the hell they're doing, and it's just a pretty easy way of fighting this character. So I think he's better than Alice. I don't think he's better than any of the other cast in terms of like how they play. But like I said, if the execution is there, he definitely could move a little bit higher on the tier list. But I don't think he is. I don't think he's broken, really, honestly. But he does have some. He does have some stuff as long as you're able to execute it. So Magician, we're gonna have a lot of characters in A tier actually, but I definitely think Magician's an A tier character. Fighting this character is a effing headache. Like I play Magician now. I always hated him and I still do. I hate fighting him. I really don't like fighting him at all, but playing him has made me a lot more familiar with the matchup. I definitely think he is better than S17. His statues are really good. He also has a very good set of stickers. Impersonation is really good. Obviously he needs Teleport Master to be able to even play the game. If he doesn't have that, you're pretty much just playing the character wrong. Same thing with Miko. Like you need his recovery sticker to allow him to be able to play the game. Teleport Master is really good. Impersonation is really good. Midas Touch is also really good. Like gives you a free golden statue every time you throw the card at the hat. Spiky Hat is also very good. Gives him a little bit easier of a time to kill. I can't remember what the other one is right now, but I'm pretty sure it's also a good one. But yeah, he's got a good set of stickers. And obviously his game plan is to camp you and annoy you with cards, and it works so well. Fighting this character is literally it's a pain and a half, and you'll probably get hit by a bunch of statues and just not know like why you're getting hit by them, or like you didn't expect them to send in that angle. He's got a lot of janky stuff too. He can also stall himself off stage pretty much. So it's a pretty rough time fighting Magician if you don't know the matchup, but he's just an annoying character to fight. And in this meta, being annoying is such a good thing. But I think he's like middle of the pack. I think he's a mid-tier character, but I definitely think he's good. Tong. Now, if we're talking about what I personally think about Tong, I think Tong is broken as hell. I don't really care what anybody says, and I know this is a personal opinion tier list, but I know she isn't that good of a character. I'm gonna put her at the top of B. I know she is not that good of a character, or theoretically she's not supposed to be, at least, but fighting this character can literally be a fucking headache and a half, like a migraine, if you will, especially if your character that you're playing does not have any, multi-hits or anything like that. Landing against Tong is one of the scariest things in the fucking world, because you're trying to land somewhere and she's just down there running around like she's playing the asteroid game or block breaker, whatever that game is called. You're just trying to find a damn way to land, and she's just running around with her drink, and she's just waiting to grab your ass and kill you at 70% to a forward throw up air. It's just like, bro, why does this character have that? She's got down tilt, which is insanely broken. Don't care what anybody's got to say. That move is broken as hell. Calabash obviously makes her good as well. She can kind of spam you and wall you out with forward airs, which lead into a grab or lead into a forward air. Can kill you at 70 or 80%. And now that people are starting to do the like run off at the beginning of the game, or just run off off whenever they feel like, get a free drink and make it back to stage. Just makes it even harder to fight this character sometimes. But I will say the reason she's going in B is because she does have some polarizing matchup. Land does pretty good against her. I don't know how Macalon actually does against her. Tina does pretty well against her. Derek does pretty well. Mr. 5 is probably her worst matchup, actually. Chili also does kind of good with her because of Nair and stuff like that. But the characters with the multi-hits, of course, are going to be pretty easy to either camp her out or get rid of the drink. And obviously characters with grabs will get rid of the drink as well. So yeah, I think she's a good character. I don't know if she's better than any of the other characters above her, obviously because of reasons with the matchups and stuff like that. But I think she's good. If anybody has an objection on that, I wouldn't be opposed to changing her on the list. But I personally think that she's not the craziest character. I just really suck at fighting her. Thanatos. Thanatos is honestly what people are saying to be the worst character in the game. And as of right now, I can 100% agree. I don't know if I want to put him in D tier by himself because I don't think any other character is going to go in D tier. It would only make sense if I do put him in D tier so he is alone in his own tier, because I do think he is the worst character in the game as well. I think he's fun to play, but I don't think he's good enough to hold rank in this meta, especially because edge guarding is, everybody's getting so good at edge guarding, and all of the characters above do a really good job at two framing him and stopping out his recovery, which he probably has the worst recovery in the game, to be honest with you. So yeah, Thanatos is probably the worst character in the game as of right now. I think he might have his own spot in D tier, to be honest. I definitely don't think I'm going to put anybody else in there. Terrara. Terrara is not a character that you see a lot of, but this character is insanely good in the right hands, of course. I think Terrara is one of those characters that I've always thought was pretty mid. Fighting against a good one is dreading. It is so hard to fight against a good Terrara. The problem is I don't ever see Terrara. Like, I never see Terrara. I think in my entire way to Masters, I might have fought maybe like 2 of them, like from Diamond, you know, to Masters, and I don't remember ever struggling with them. I was talking to Gio about this character, and he said that she is like, you know, low-key slept on, which I can understand that. At the same time, I just don't see it yet because I don't see enough of Terrara. Like, so I personally think that she's a B tier character. Her potential has been pretty much unlocked. Like, her combo game is crazy, obviously, once she gets level up. Problem is getting level up. If you get grabbed by this character, I think up B into, or back throw into up B is definitely a true combo, especially on DIN. I don't know about back throw into down B, but I see a lot of people go for that. But if you can pretty much beat the shit out of her until the point to where she never gets level up, she's not really all that crazy of a character. Her buttons are still good, her grab is really good, but level up is what makes this character who she actually is. And like I said, I just really don't see that many of Terrara's, but I think having her in B, I will probably get yelled at a little bit for that. I don't know, man. It's personal opinion. I don't think she is the craziest character. And I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, Alice over Terrara. Yes, honestly, like I do truly think that Alice is better than Terrara. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, Cookie and Can. I think Cookie's one of those characters now. He's kind of hard to put before S17 or behind S17. I think as of right now, he is a little bit better than S17. Cruise Control has pretty much changed the entire way that this character is played. His combo game is actually really good. Up tilt is insanely good. Down B is one of the most annoying things to get hit by in the game, obviously, because if you let go of your shield and get hit by it, you're probably getting hit with a neutral B right after, or you'll obviously get put into a tech chase scenario. He's just gonna dash up and do some weird shit. But Cookie's really good. Once he gets his enhanced throw, obviously back throw is gonna kill you. Forward throw will also kill you, but he's kind of a hard character to fight against. I'm not gonna lie. I fought Pete's Cookie. I've seen Pete's Cookie, and he makes the character look honestly kind of broken, but I don't know if I would put him in a broken category or anything like that. But I do think he's good. I definitely think he's better than S17 as of right now, but not by a long shot. I think he's good enough to play in the meta, but I don't know. You really won't ever see that many Cookies, but all of the Cookies that I fought on my way to Masters, I think I actually got shit on by. So I think Cookie's a really good character. Alrighty, Fox. Now, Megas just won a tournament with this character, actually, funny enough. He just won the Laundromat, the tournament I was talking about earlier where he beat Pete. I still think Fox is a really good character. I think he has some of the best edge guarding in the game with forward air 1-2. I think his down air is really good as well. He has the best recovery in the game. He has some of the most tricky recovery in the game. His buttons are also really good. Megas makes jab look really broken. He does like back air and then turn around jab on your shield. Most of the time, people are going to let go of their shield once you get hit with the back air, and then the jab is just super good. Up air is insanely good. His grab game is awesome, of course. He's still got combos if you don't know how to DI and stuff, and even then, if you do know how to DI, he still has combos, and he can put you in situations where you pretty much are checkmate. So, you know, I still think Fox is a really good character. I think he is probably better than Yuri as of right now, but you don't really see all too many Foxes, but I still think he's got enough sauce to be in the middle of the pack. So, alrighty, Gwen. Gwen is one of those characters as well that you don't see too many of, but Gwen has some sauce for sure. SNES has a Gwen. He's the one that I think created the Gwenfinite, if I'm not wrong, but he is the only person that does it. Even And then I don't think Gwen needs the infinite to be able to do a lot of crazy shit. But with that being said, I think she is a very good character. I think she's good enough to probably put in A. I don't know where I would put her. I think she's better than Cookie and Can and every other character below her. Her down B is insanely good. She has down B off stage, which will pretty much send you into a scenario where you're not making it back. Most of the cast, if not damn near all of the cast, is not making it back from getting hit with a down B off stage. And her buttons are also pretty good as well. She's got some really good confirms. Back throw in the side B, back throw in the back air, down B in the side B. Like, she's got some pretty easy ways to kill you. Crystal's really good at edge guarding and ledge trapping both. So if you don't know how to fight against that, or if you just get unlucky a bunch, you might not make it back to stage. So I think Gwen is a pretty good character. I think she's kind of slept on as of right now. And the only reason I say that is because I didn't see that many of them. The only ones that I really know of are Dragon Poison, SNES, and Perky Sage. Aside from that, I really don't know of many. If I'm forgetting about you, I apologize. But yeah, I think Gwen's a pretty good character. Icy is definitely an A tier character. I think she's a little bit better than S17 as of right now. I think I heard that S17 is actually one of her harder matchups, but I might be incorrect on that. Icy's grab, best grab in the game. I don't really think there's many things to say about that. Her dash grab is insane. Her movement is insane. Up tilt is up tilt. It hits you from both sides. I don't really know why. She has 50% combos. She has easy kill confirms. Honestly, back throw into back air works. Back throw into forward air 1-2-3 works. She's pretty good at juggling you as well with up air. Her F smash is also really good. Neutral B is super good off stage. Down B is a confirm from Nair 1, which you can kill you at like 90%, 90 to 100%. So yeah, I think Icy is still a very good character. We're gonna see about what she's gonna be like in the next patch. I'm really not sure. I think she's a pretty good character right now. And then last but not least, we have Tutu. Tutu, in my opinion, is the third best character in the game. I think the top 5 is honestly kind of solidified. You could maybe change out Derek for like Heracles or change him out for Mr. 5. I guess really depending on who you are, you can change him out for anybody. But Tutu, on the other hand, Tutu is like easily going to be in top 3, if not top 5, of course. Down air is insanely broken. Dash attack, one of the best burst attacks in the game. Her nair, probably the best nair in the game, if I'm going to be honest. The easiest time to edge guard is by using her damn nair. Her up air, it got nerfed, and it pretty much didn't get nerfed, if I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, some of the easiest edge guarding in the game, like I said. Her back throw is really good, easy to kill with. I'd say like 120 or 130 at ledge, depending on who you are. Forward throw obviously leads into up tilt. Up tilt, also a very good move. Neutral B is also a very good move. Whenever you have the leverage bouncing thing, I can't remember what it is, the down B, where you can do like the down B, like super jump and spike and thing. Dude, like everything in this character's kit is insanely good. I honestly don't think she has a bad move in her entire kit. Her back air, I didn't even mention it. It is super good as well. So yeah, I think Tutu is an easy S tier. I don't really think there's many questions that anybody would have about that. Maybe the placement of her, if she's going to be 3, 4, or 5, but or maybe even 1. She's definitely in the S tier for sure. If I had to make any changes about this, I think maybe I could put Alice in B tier and maybe Sandy in B tier as well, top of B tier. I think this is probably the list that I would go for. That way it looks a little bit less cluttered in A tier. I think Sandy's probably top of B. I think Alice is maybe top of B as well. But I think this is going to be my tier list, guys. Let me know if there's anything that y'all would definitely change about it. I think it's pretty good for as long as I've came back and played the game for like, 2 months now. I think from like running into all of the players that play these characters and watching the people play these characters that are, best with the characters, I think this is a pretty good tier list for me, at least. And I think most people would kind of agree. There's probably some other placements that are kind of random, but let me know what you guys think about the tier list and what all you would change about it in the comments. If you guys did like the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe on it if you are new. And it has been Dreezus, and I am out. Peace.